And we're back. Last time we had finally confronted Tsukumo and got her to accept us as a member of the mountain. So now we need to go back to that lab and play that video that was given to us by the robot girl. So let's get to it. Aha, here we go. The hunting grounds, yes. Oh, well, I simply fly over the barrier? No way, no way! It's hard to see, but this barrier goes up much higher than you'd expect. Okay. Insert old hard disk. Here we go. I wonder if this will work. Ooh! Another picture appeared! This is fun! I hope what we're about to see is actually fun. Record year, month, recording number 4982 382. Elder. What is it? It's not even noon yet. Something urgent has come up at the Weeping Cliffs, and this unit's master has summoned your presence. Did something happen, Tsukumo? Go have a look inside. Yokai-san? Huh? It's okay. Don't move. I'll look after her, Magatsu-sama. Right. That girl. Didn't we tell her not to come back? Why is she here again? Her foot's twisted in a direction it shouldn't be. I don't know if she'll ever be able to properly walk on it again. Magatsu, I might have made the wrong call. What do you mean? I'm talking about my assumption that she came here with her parents. Remember I said they probably came here looking for food? Yeah, you were right. No. I just had the realization that my hunch was probably wrong. In the human world, they have the custom of reducing the number of mouths to feed. For example, kids they don't have the means to raise, or the elderly. I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to tell me that you believe the girl's parents brought her to the mountain to abandon her. But I've never heard of that custom around these parts. That might have been true up until now, but when the weather gets this bad, it's one of those things that never happens until food supply suddenly becomes a problem. So I won't ask what happened. But you'll be able to go home again in spring, so keep your chin up, okay? I don't want to go home. The man, my leg, told me to stay here. Mommy and Daddy, my brother, and that man. Everyone told me I should freeze to death here. And I I think the same thing. No, don't get all depressed on me. Turn into a beautiful woman one day. It'll be such a waste for you to die. Oh my. Have you fallen into despair? Oh, the music. It's got all creepy on me. Child, do you despair of the human world? Shiraha-sama! I shall save you, child. Though the child may be human, that's an awful thing to do to her. What will you do from here? Even if we can't make the village take her back, having her here on the mountain will present its own problems. Even human women can find themselves having their energy sucked out. The more poorly behaved yokai will find her an irresistible treat. I'll look after her at my lab. You're going to shelter her in that cave? I'll be fine for a while, but you can't keep her in there forever. I'll take care of her myself. You can't! A human with the Elder would be scandalous. Who knows what the other yokai would think? Your image would crumble. That doesn't bother me. If they want to think poorly of me, then they can go ahead and do that. Even you don't want to just leave her to die, right? So then... Shiraha-sama! Please stop! Magatsu, Tsukumo. Shiraha? When did you get here? Remember, her tapes before said that she was a different personality before. Now she's changed. Okay, come out. Come on out. My child. Huh? Wow, this is so cool! What'd you do to her? I poured a fragment of my yokai energy into her. Her appearance will likely soon change to something less human. You poured yokai energy into her? Yokai-san? What's this? What's this? It's new power. Rejoice. You will no longer be a frail human. You will be reborn as a yokai. A yokai? So I'm not human anymore? Did you wish to remain human? Remain as you were? Nope. This is much better. I'm gonna be a yokai! What are you up to, Shiraha? I saved her. If a human cannot live on this mountain, then the solution is simple. They can just be yokai. I frankly don't see a problem with this. She herself indicated her displeasure with humanity. I gave her renewed hope. Shiraha, you must be aware. Humans can't turn into yokai just by giving them some yokai power. I know you're aware of how much pain that girl is in, but neither humans nor yokai can be reborn to be the other, even if their appearance might deceive otherwise. Why are you saying such cool things, Magatsu? That kind of deception will quickly be discovered. What's wrong with deception? The human heart needs convenient lies. I know this very well. I will save this child. You never change. Really? Because according to Tsukumo, she quite specifically changed. Hey, Magatsu? I think Shiraha has a point here. The others won't attack her if they think she's a yokai. So maybe this will actually be the best thing for her. Tsukumo. 2 against 1? It would seem the matter is settled. Magatsu, you're confusing the child. I'd ask you refrain from coming near us from now on. I trust that will be fine. Understood. If the 3 of you are happy with this arrangement, then I have nothing to say. We won't interfere with each other. And that's just dandy. Magatsu, you're kind of pissed over something I don't really seem to be much of an issue. I mean, okay, if the child's not going to turn to a yokai, what will happen to her? That's the point, that's the contention point. I don't have the info. Magatsu, this isn't like you're picking up a stray dog, so make sure you raise her like a human. You'll find I'm quite knowledgeable when it comes to humans, Magatsu. You're an expert, huh? Hey, Spider Lady? Huh? I'm really happy. I'm happy if I'll be able to get stronger than those guys at the foot of the mountain. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. You can just call me Professor. What's your name? My name's... Since you've been reborn, you'll need a new name as well. A new name? That's right. How about a name related to that beautiful skin of yours? Okay, I thought it was going to go a different direction there for a little while, but if it starts with an A, that can't be the case. That girl, she never ended up going home. Well, I mean, her home broke her foot and left her for dead, so, I mean, kind of fuck that idea. She stayed on the mountain. And she's here, even now. Is she? I don't think we've established that. The girl we just saw. She was the cause of the rift between Magatsu and the others. Master, Magatsu-sama gave you permission to battle with those 3 yokai. But was there perhaps another reason that beyond simply getting those 3 to recognize you as a resident? I mean, yeah, that's kind of been obvious. Either way, I know what I have to do next. I have to go meet Shiraha-sama. It just so happens I've spoken to Magatsu-sama about that. You can reach Shiraha-sama's territory by going left after you climb the stairs at the Trial of Spirits. Let us go, Master. I don't really understand what's going on, but as long as you're doing what you want to do, there shouldn't be any problems. You did manage to reconcile Magatsu-sama and Tsukumo Dono, after all. So I am certain you will prevail over Shiraha Dono as well. No matter how many times I look at it, I can never figure out how this puppet show works. It's not a puppet show. It's a video recording from a long time ago. Just looking at it hurts my eyes. Doesn't looking at this thing wear you out? Hey, Magatsu? Was I wrong? You mean about that thing with you, Shiraha, and that girl? I don't think you were wrong. I just couldn't agree with it at the time. I see. I won't apologize, and besides, there's a girl much more deserving of an apology than you. That's fine, Tsukumo. To change the subject, I was able to restore the memory of the Ashime in the South Lab. It appears that Daimyokai was rifling through my research materials. She was particularly interested in Shiraha. Shiraha? But why? It's related to the 3 items she got your disciple to collect for her when she brainwashed him. White dew, a strange arrow, and a round package. The first item was probably the white glistening dew of a 1,000-year-old Kodama. It has the effect of inducing hallucinations and putting the user in a hypnotic state. It's the sort of thing often used by bogus human witch doctors and exorcists. Sort of like how they use cannabis leaves to weaken the consciousness of their believers. She may be planning to coat the arrow with the substance and fire it at Shiraha. But why target her? It could be part of a plot to make her confused and delirious, so she starts rampaging out of control. She's unstable. If she were to actually go on a rampage, we wouldn't be able to stop her. So the plan is to move in and take over the mountain while we're busy fighting each other. No matter how unstable you say she is, Shiraha's not so weak that some weird drug can make her go out of control. I suppose you're right. I wonder what that round package was. It was Yurik! I knew him well! It was hidden in that abandoned shack. You wouldn't happen to know what it was, would you? No idea. I always hated that place, so I haven't ever gone near it. Humans used to live there, so it was probably hidden there by them a very long time ago as well. I'll go off and start asking around the more senior yokai. I'll come back and report anything I find out. Right, I'll leave it to you. Azuki? Looks like you and the Elder have gone pretty chummy, huh? So you made up? Well, good for you. Azuki, I heard all about it. You've recognized that human as a proper resident of this mountain. You've welcomed him here not as prey or as a slave, but as a friend. The thing is, Azuki, he defeated me, so I didn't have the right to refuse. You weren't defeated. You just let your guard down, Saul. Even so, a loss is a loss. You fought really well. I see. Don't fool yourself into thinking humans are anything special. To think you, the professor, would be so weak. Says the person who ran away like a little bitch when we confronted her. I heard something from Yamachichi-chan. You handed your loaded gun over to him. And you tried to get him to shoot you. Oh, yeah, that whole thing. Why did you do something so dangerous? I was just testing to see whether or not that idiot would have the balls to shoot me. I wasn't in any danger. I'm a yokai after all. I won't die from a single shot. Weren't you actually just testing yourself? Hey, I gotta apologize to you for something. Stop that! I don't want to hear it. I can't believe you, Professor! I hate you! Humans are stupid and pathetic. They exist to be squeezed out by yokai. That's what everyone in the mountain says. Don't go changing your whole stance on them now. No, that's not what I want to apologize for. Was Azuki the human? I thought they couldn't change into yokai. The reason why I've opposed having humans on the mountain until now is because of you. In the old days, humans were treated very harshly on this mountain. But things are different now. Both Magatsu and I have changed. And more than anything, that disciple is changing the hearts and minds of the other yokai. He's making them think that maybe having a human or two around isn't so bad. What's your point? Isn't it about time to stop all this? You don't have to fool yourself. This mountain is becoming a place where humans can live comfortably. That's why I'm a yokai. No, you're... Oh, so she is the child, huh? I'm a yokai! Don't let me in with those monkeys! I'm sorry, Azuki. Frankly, if a being filled with demonic power just turns a human into that, I see no issue here. Mountains out of molehills, people.